Hello and welcome to Arma 3. The game has been officially released, but they haven't released the campaign yet, so I, like most people, have just been messing around with the editor that's in the game, and to be honest, it's a real reason why I bought the game. Like, the storyline is alright, but, you know, just getting a whole bunch of tanks and making them like a foot away from each other and then just shooting missiles at them is a real fun in this game. And although they haven't released most of the content, there's still some pretty sweet features which are fun to play with. And the one I'm going to show you in this video is the unmanned vehicles. And there's three that I'll show you. There's the quadcopter, the basically like a predator drone. It's the second one. It's like a bombing unmanned vehicle, and then there's like a light tank type of thing, but I'll show you all in a second. So the mission I've set for myself is I've got a light vehicle there and two troops, but I'm not too sure if they're friend or foe, so the best way to check it out is to open up my UAV terminal, connect to the quadcopter, and it gives me a nice little view of what's going on with him, and then I can just wirelessly take control of him. And this thing is pretty fast, pretty light, pretty zippy, but it comes at the cost of being extremely weak. Like, just one shot and the thing goes down. But given as we're just using him to explore what's going on with the people down here to see if they're friendly or foe. Another cool thing is you can get pretty low with these things, and you know, if you're like flying low to the ground, which always looks cooler, but isn't really that practical. So, coming up on them now. As far as weapons go, this thing's completely unarmed, but it has a laser marker, so I guess you can use this in tandem with other things. So there you go, they shot down the thing. He never stood a chance. So they're definitely hostile. So I want to go down there and kill those people, but I don't want to get my hands dirty. So once again, back into the UAV operator, and time to get an aircraft that can fight back. So, here we go. Start the engine up on him. So as you can see, there's two bombs that I've got there, which should be enough to take out the vehicle. And if you look at it, it's kind of modeled on the Predator drone, which is an existing aircraft used by the Americans and I think a few other countries if they've sold it to them. And given that this game is set, I think 30 to 20 years in the future, some of the stuff is modeled off existing and futuristic type of technology. So I'll get back in here where the engine's not as loud. I've got a pretty short runway, so hopefully I can get it in the air. If I get to 90 kilometers an hour, I can usually take off. There we go, 90, there we go, start backing up. Get him up in the air, gear up. Alright. So he's ready for action. One thing to note with this, which I learnt the hard way, is if you're not high enough when you drop your bombs, you can actually get some blast back that'll take out your aircraft, which is not what you want, especially when you're trying to bomb stuff. So I think it should highlight red where the vehicle is, but I can see it down there. There we go. So I'll just quickly drop two bombs there, 1, 2, and get him back up to there. Let's see how I went. I know it's too high. Anyway, set him to autopilot and release control, and there we go. So now he's off to fly himself back to base and land. He actually won't land back at that runway because it's too short. I think there's another runway here, which looks like he's heading for that. But yeah, it's a pretty neat thing that you can just take complete control of him and bomb wherever you want without people knowing. So that's the aerial vehicles that they've got in the game so far. Now to show you the land vehicles. So this one is by far... Oh, sorry, I'm in the wrong thing. Got to be inside UAV terminal. Damn it. There we go. So yeah, you can see the Predator drone flying itself, which is pretty sweet. So now we take control of him. So yeah, this thing here is pretty much a light tank. It's got some, like a heavy machine gun on it. And it is by far one of the scariest things that they've added to the game. Scary because I'm pretty sure stuff like this exists in real life. When I was mucking around with it, I was mucking around with the UAV drones and I was shooting them down just for fun. And if you shoot a certain amount of them down, the computer system or the AI on this thing will deem you an enemy, and the gun just swivels and shoots you dead. So yeah, that was a pretty scary thing when your own automated vehicle kills you when it's meant to kill other people. So a pro tip is don't fuck with this thing. So I think the 2 soldiers are still alive. So I'm just gonna go see if I can just crash straight in. There we go. And there we have it. Made short work of them. I think one of them was already dead. But yeah, so there you have it. So that's the unmanned vehicles that they've added to the game, which are pretty kick-ass. And I look forward to using them in the campaign. And just like the other vehicles, you can use release control, and it's basically becomes a sentry gun when you leave it by itself. So any soldiers that would come near it, it automatically kills. And there you go. I've completely secured this base without even lifting a finger. So yeah, it's pretty awesome additions to the game. I look forward to when they add some more fixed-wing aircraft, because at the moment there's only one, and it's a civilian type thing. Like, it's not part of the enemy or the red team or the blue team. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this. I'll probably have some more content about Arma 3 as it goes on, and maybe when the official campaign comes out, because I've pretty much given up waiting for DayZ. Like, it was meant to come out in August from what I was being told, and it still hasn't come out. So it'll come out when it comes out. Like, I saw the beta or the alpha footage of it at E3, and it looked good, but there was a lot of bugs that you could see in the game. So obviously it's got a lot to iron out. But at least the people who brought us DayZ have brought us this, and this game is pretty sweet and worth the money. So yes, that's all of this. So UAVs and unmanned air vehicles are pretty deadly.